Test, test. And we look like we're working. Good morning. Blue sky report. We have one. Do you have one too? It's a big blue sky outside today. Okay, everybody. Good morning, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever time of the day it is. And today is a special day for some people because it looks to be a new year in Thailand. Woo! Good morning and happy new year to Stefan in Thailand. I have no idea how or why it is a happy new year in Thailand. Is it really a happy new year in Thailand? Or are you just confused? Please do let me know. Always interested to find out. I know that people celebrate different times of the year at different times. And if it isn't, happy new year to you anyway. So it is a big, blue, beautiful sky here in sunny Manchester. It's always very nice. I'm going to go outside today. Shh, don't worry. It's my back garden. I think I'm allowed in my back garden. Songkran Festival. I'm guessing that means New Year. He says it is. Songkran Festival. Well, Happy New Year, Stefan, and Happy New Year to everyone in Thailand, if it is your New Year. If not, Happy New Year anyway. So who we got on this morning? We've got Elaine with us. We've got Greg. We've got Freddie. We have got Stefan, and Jack Falstead has just joined us as well. Good morning, guys. I hope you're well. I hope you're happy wherever you are. Today is Tuesday, the 14th of April. That is right. We are nearly halfway through April already. And we're now, I don't know, about 3 weeks in, maybe 4 weeks in to is this our 4th week of lockdown? I don't know. But do let us know where you are in the world and whether it is your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th week of lockdown. We will begin this Conscious Catch-Up show, how we begin all Conscious Catch-Up shows and how we begin our life, and that is with a moment's breath. So if you've got a minute to hang around before you move off from this, breathe with us for a minute, then you can skedoodle on to wherever you want to go or hang around whilst we cover what's on and have a little bit of a chat. So, first things first. Find yourself somewhere comfortable. Good morning, Zoe Duffy as well. Sorry, we're about to have a little bit of breath work. Close your eyes and take your gaze inwards. Take a big, deep breath in. Lift your shoulders up. Hold your breath. Roll your shoulders back. Let it out with a sigh. We're going to do that again. Breathe in and lift your shoulders up. with a sigh. We're going to do that one more time. A bit slower. Breathe in with the shoulders up. Hold and roll them back. And really slowly let it out. And if you want to do that a couple more times on your own, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, just sit. Just find that stillness inside the body. A moment's calm amidst everything else that might be going on. It's always possible to find that stillness in the body, any moment of any day. Your breath will always bring you back into your body. So I hope that was useful if you required that this morning. Good morning to the people that have joined us. We've got Simon with us as well. We have Stacey with us. I've seen you in here for a while, Stacey. Good morning. And we have Angelita with us as well. Simon says, good morning. Good morning, Simon. I hope you are cool and well. Good morning to the people that are watching on the Kotori Facebook page, and good morning to the people that are watching us on the Kotori YouTube channel as well. I don't have access to them all right now. I didn't set them up in advance. Apologies for that, but good morning nonetheless. I'm going to guess it is Ryan. Good morning to Ryan as well. I do get some of the comments through on this platform. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will begin with a quick run through of today's events because there's always stuff to do. So a while ago, I made this system right here. It's nice and simple. You can add to it. You can view it at any single point in the description above. You'll find links for the whole week. You'll find links for today, and you'll find a link to add your own to it. Tuesday, we got 19 things on. I'm going to skim through these. In the morning, I went through those already. We have got meditation and breath work and yoga up until 10. Every Tuesday, there is a talk from Bright Sky in the morning. I highly recommend these. Brilliant insights and wisdom talks from a variety of different people. And they change every single week. 11 o'clock today, we've got two fitness things. We've got HIIT training, which is high intensity. Is it not HIIT training? Yeah, I said HIIT. High intensity interval training with Rado Lesko, and you've got Pilates with Julie Cohen. At 12 o'clock, we have got two things as well. We've got mixed movement with Scotty Pepper to get the body moving, and we've got the Gaga dances at 12 o'clock as well. 12:30 till 1:11, 3 types of meditation. You've got the guided meditation with Lavinia, you've got the Toshita meditation, and you've got Granny Deb's Cosmic Granny at 1:11. So basically, on a Tuesday, you've got yoga in the morning, followed by a talk, followed by some fitness, followed by meditation. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Gaga dancers are always back on twice every day. It's different teachers every single time. Then we always have a nice break, and into the evening, you've then got yoga and dance at 6 and 6:30. That's a hatha yoga and contemporary dance. And then at 7, you've got Mara Menzies doing her story time for you and your children, or just yourself. You don't even have to have children. Agatha at 7:30 has got creative life drawing. And then on to 8 o'clock tonight, you've got Soma breath work. Is that two things? Same thing? Nope. We got Soma Breathwork at 8, and then at 8 o'clock as well. Oh, this looks like one of Rita's things. What is this? Tuesday the 31st. Oh, that can go. So we've got breathwork at 8, and then at 10 o'clock every single night, you have Yoga Nidra with Uma Dinsmore to help send you off to a peaceful, relaxing evening and into sleep. Plenty of stuff you can be doing today. A quick check-in on tomorrow morning, as it's always before my show. And we've got one thing, got Vinyasa Flow at 7:45 with Jojo Krago. And then there's a meditation at 10:30 with Angelita, but I'll cover that tomorrow. So plenty of stuff to be doing, plenty of stuff that you can keep yourselves occupied with. No need to find boredom in anything whatsoever. There's always stuff to be working on. If you are a person that wants to offer anything, please fill in the form above. If you know people that are offering anything, please fill in the form above. I'm slowly building on the... Oh, I didn't make that bigger, did I? Apologies, people. I'm slowly working on the business side as well. So if you've got people that are offering any business services, please hand that over to them as well. I'm going to be filling that out with a lot of stuff from the Brand Builders Club next week. So I'm hoping to have at least a good 5 or 6 things every single day that you can do from a business perspective, just to help you kind of move on with what you're working with and what you're doing. So nice and easy for people. Like I said, share it around with whoever you need to share it with, fill it in. And if you want to help me do some gardening and some caretaking on it, always welcome the support on that. So thank you very much. So what are we discussing today? So today I wanted to bring up around connection. And the last time I brought up connection was around neighbors. Like, who's the oldest person to you that lives near you? Who's the person that lives near you that is on their own? And who is the person near you that might need a bit of assistance or has assisted living or anything like that? It's just about, it's about looking at the people that are around you and just going, you know what? I've never really engaged with them before. Now is a perfect time to do so. But today I wanted to bring up connection because there's a line in Viktor Frankl's book, Man's Search for Meaning. And he said something like, no matter how strange the situation, no matter how bizarre the environment, within a matter of time, it becomes normal. And he witnessed people that were in POW camps of how they first come in and it was a shock. But then eventually, within literally the space of a few weeks, it just became normal to them. And what was normal left. And this situation we're in right now is of the same context, that to begin with, everyone was in massive shock. And what do I do? And how do I get online? And how do I operate? And my routine's gone, and my kids are at home, and my significant others at home. All these different things are happening. And now that it's been a few weeks, we're reaching this stage where people are finding regularity. People are used to checking in on whatever their online platform is. People have got used to living with their significant other or with their kids more, things like that. And so we're at a stage now where there's an element of comfortability that has been found for people around the world. Not everywhere, but I know that a lot of people I'm speaking to are just becoming more accustomed to it. And it reminds me of that Viktor Frankl, that quote, that sentence from that Viktor Frankl book. So I really wanted to bring out this reawareness around connection and connection to others and connection to ourselves, because I was running one of our Human 5.0 calls last night, and this has been coming up a lot recently. And it's this awareness that people can spend a lot of time helping others and no time on themselves, because there's always other people to help, and there are always other people to help. But I really encourage right now that if you're out there trying to connect to others, so just spend a little bit of time connecting to yourselves. Now, if you're a business owner, this is even more important, because we're in a space right now where we're about to move into a level of authenticity that is unprecedented, that we've never had before, where people are yearning for honest, deep, rich connections with people who are honestly sharing from themselves, who are honestly coming from a place of integrity within inside themselves. And I think we've had so much smoke and mirrors for years that we've got confused over what it is that's me and what it is that's someone else, because we We share other people's views and we live other people's views unconsciously sometimes. And we don't, it's not about challenging everything, but we also don't necessarily stand up for the things that we want to stand up for because of fear of whatever, fear of ridicule, fear of how I might be seen, fear of people disagreeing with me. And this shows up in life, this shows up in business. And I think this is a really brilliant opportunity now for true leadership to step through, which begins through sovereign leadership of the self, of me being who I am. And I think this is a really wonderful time where we can begin to connect with ourselves and ask ourselves questions. What do I want? Why am I here? Why do I do the things that I do? Why do I have the friends that I have? Why do I work where I work? Why do I run the business that I run? Because we can step into being whatever we want right now. Like everything has been changed, everything is being changed, and everything will continue to be changed for at least a short period of time. So utilize this time, because if you want to be connecting to others, you really need to start to cultivate a deep connection with yourself. And if you find it much easier to help others than to help yourself, even more the reason to help yourself, even more the reason to spend time on yourself. Get a journal, write down answers to questions that you might have that have perplexed you for a long time. Ask the question, what do I like? Why do I like it? Really just start to just create a narrative between you and yourself, because otherwise we're just going to get blindsided by all the shiny stuff, blindsided by all the things that are out there, all the things that have to be done. Because on your deathbed, most of the stuff you fill your life with today, you won't remember, or you won't care about. And I think it's really important for us to start to have some self love, because it's only from having that that we can then look after employees better. It's only then that we can look after our family better. We can look after our neighbors better. It's through cultivating a conversation with yourself, cultivating a conversation with whether it's yourself here, whether it's a higher version of yourself, doesn't matter, but it's starting that narrative and not getting sucked into all of the noise that exists everywhere. Good morning as well to Don Milne and to Kelly Anderson, who are with us. I hope this is all useful to you guys. And I hope that people can start to find peace in themselves. And whether you think that is a lofty ideal, or whether you think that is something that you are striving for, is this ability to be completely comfortable with yourself, in your own skin, in your own space, in your own time. And it's usually one of the things people fear the most, is just being alone with themselves somewhere. And yet it's the one thing that will never leave you. So I really wanted to discuss today this idea of self-love, this idea of connection to yourself before connection to others. I don't know if people have got any insights of what you do, how you cultivate that yourself. I'm always interested to know how people go about loving themselves. And it's not a selfish thing to do, which I have heard people say before. Now, there is a point when too much of anything can become non-supportive. Spend too much time just caring about yourself, and yes, of course, it can be selfish, but you need to begin with a decent amount of love for yourself and not mask it with love for other people. So if you have any hints or tips that you do yourself to love yourself, to help yourself, please do let me know. If you know someone who could do with a bit more self-love, tag them in, see if they can get any moments of inspiration from all this. And other than that, have a really, really luscious time whilst you're spending this time at home. Find ways to nourish yourselves, and ultimately find ways to begin a conversation with yourself. Not from a crazy point of view, but from a self-explorative point of view. That's what I wanted to share. So thank you very much to everybody. Thank you for everyone that checks in and that watches these and that watches them back. It's always nice to receive some of the lovely comments. And ultimately, I only started these shows just to be able to have an outreach, to share everything that's going on, and at the same time, just drop little nuggets of thoughts every day. Some of them land, some of them don't land, but I hope the ones that do land are useful. So I'm going to sing you a song now. As you can see here, I've absolutely titled it Nothing. This is called For Each Child That's Born. I get all these songs from, I got a book a while ago. I like to sing a lot of earth songs and devotion songs and things like that. So these songs come from that book. Songs by the few, sung by the many. Okay. Testing. Super duper. Mr. Jack Darwin's in the house. Good morning, everyone. Well, I think he's getting that nice that I can start to go outside soon. Big shout out to Mo for getting me a wireless modem router so that I can get Wi-Fi out in the garden. So I'm going to start doing these back outside soon. Okay. For each child that's born, a morning star rises, sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. We are our grandmother's prayers. We are our grandfather's dreamings. We are breath of our ancestors. We are the Spirit of God. We are mothers of courage, fathers of time, daughters of dust, sons of great vision. We are sisters of mercy, brothers of love, lovers of life, builders of nations. We are seekers of truth, keepers of faith, makers of peace, wisdom of ages. And we are our grandmother's prayers. We are our grandfather's dreamings. And we are the breath of our ancestors. We are the Spirit of God. We are mothers of courage, fathers of time, daughters of dust, sons of great vision. We are sisters of mercy, brothers of love, lovers of life, builders of nations. We are seekers of truth. We are keepers of faith, makers of peace, wisdom of ages. And we are our grandmother's prayers. We are our grandfather's dreamings. And we are breath of our ancestors. We are the Spirit of God. Thank you. Was it called when you get if dyslexia is struggling with letters, and if is dyspraxia struggling with numbers, but struggling with fingers, all of a sudden, like literally forgetting chords? Awesome. I love that song. Thank you for Freddie as well. I always like it when someone remembers it. You used to sing it in choir. Awesome. Which sort of choir was that? All right, cool. So good morning, Jack. Morning, Grant. How you doing, man, over in Australia? He says, sing it out, brother. Doing my best. Always remember my dad saying now, he says, doesn't matter how you sing, son, just sing. So thank you for that. Cool. Good morning to Ryan as well. Ryan Alexander, I think you're on the Katori page. So we come to the end of the show as I reach the last 10% of battery. So we will always finish how we begin. Remember, if you know anyone who sings, I know there's tons of artists out there, please get them to get in touch. I'm going to have some more artists on for this week. I'm waiting for Misha as well. Jack says it's dyspraxia is coordination and dyscalculia is numbers. So do you think dyspraxia would include fingers on a guitar? I've never actually had that happen before. Always interested. So if you know any people that are artists that want to sing, I've got to try and get Misha on for this week and Kirsty as well. So if you know any people that want to have a little bit of a sing, let me know. We can get them on. It's nice and easy to bring them onto this platform, and we can do it very, very promptly. So look, Freddie says, I was a member of the Mank Community Choir for 15 years, and now I'm a member of the Open Voice 10 years. Oh, very nice. Jack says yes. Dysphoria is when you're a bit confused. Okay, so I've got a mixture of dysphoria and dyspraxia. Do you know everything about all the dysphors and dyspraxias then? Right. So we're going to do a little bit of breath now. Okay, so we are at the end. I'll do the breath work. At the end of it, you're welcome to... Much better when we use this, isn't it? Okay, so we'll finish off with the breath work at the end. You're welcome to stay in that space for as long as you wish. I'll be calling it a day at the end of that. I want to thank everyone for coming and for listening. Find yourself somewhere comfortable. Take a seat. And close your eyes. Take your gaze inwards. Just roll your shoulders a couple of times. Roll your shoulders one more time. And empty out your lungs. Take a breath in to the count of 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just continue at that pace. Find your own rhythm. slow, controlled breaths in. Hold and slow, controlled breaths out. When we begin to consciously breathe, when we begin to choose to breathe with awareness, with attention, the physiology of our body begins to change. We oxygenate the blood to a higher level. When we bring conscious awareness to any of our actions, they change. Conscious intention on anything we do is a key to enhanced awareness. More awareness allows us to be calmer human beings as we see more, as we take in more. Become aware of wherever you are sat. Keep breathing, but what points of contact do you have onto the earth? The earth's always here. Our Mother Earth supporting, always there for you. And take both of your arms, wrap one around each shoulder, and just give yourself a hug. Remember, we talked about self-love before. When was the last time you said to yourself, I love you? Maybe take that opportunity to do that right now. It's okay. Nobody's watching. You can remain in this space if you wish. Enjoy the calmness that the breath brings. I hope you've had a lovely morning. I can see that there is someone who's joined us in the back room, but because we're finishing, fortunately it's not a time to come on. But do thank you. I know you want to sing. And I hope everyone's had a nice show. Good morning to everybody. Have a really nice day or a nice evening if it's in the evening. And I will see you all tomorrow. My name's been Daniel Lenko. Thank you for joining me on the Conscious Catch Up.